Hey.
Good morning.
Welcome to Rise and Radke. Thank you guys for watching on replay on Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Be sure to hashtag replay below and let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to know who's watching on replay. Go back and comment to you guys.
You know, we really do have replayers that really do watch and let us know that they're, replay. They tell us. And I really do read them. And here's proof. Because yesterday a woman watched it on IGTV on replay, and she said, that was me that contacted you and told you about Speechless.
Oh, yeah.
She said, I'm the one that did that. So see, she's watching, people are watching on replay on IGTV and YouTube, and we thank you so very much. We're sorry that it's not live. It just works out way better and way easier for a family who's also quarantined and trying to take care of their kids. Have grace.
We've got Maine in the house, New Hampshire, Tennessee, Texas. Let us know where you're watching from. We'd love to know.
Hi, Sydney Joe. She watches a lot. She's from Knoxville,
Tennessee.
Hello to two of my favorite people from New Jersey. Oh, thanks, Linda. Y'all.
I heard Linda's area has been deemed the COVID corridor. There's about
What a title.
There's about 6 states up in there that they have like over half of the cases. The COVID corridor. Boom, boom, boom.
That is horrible. Watching it live in Mississippi. Thank you very much for watching. And Nebraska and Missouri and Texas. Vicki Taylor is here. Okay.
Well, look, who woke up early this morning?
Who?
Courtney
Thornton. Y'all, good morning, Courtney. Do y'all want to talk about what's going on my head? Is it me? Or do I look like 11 of your last first ladies?
I thought you were going to do like maybe a little skit later today. And
my hair looks like Laura Bush.
We love Laura.
It looks like Barbara Bush. It looked like Michelle Obama right at the beginning until she said, oh, I'm not doing that.
Until she got a stylist.
I mean, y'all, I look like a first lady. Slap some pearls and a little rouge on me, and I am 68 and ready to take charge of the libraries and the school lunches. What is going on? I've got to get my hair cut.
I thought you were going to do, have you seen those things where people are wearing pillows as a fashion? I thought maybe you were getting dressed up to do that to wear.
Wearing pillows as a fashion? What are you talking about?
Yeah, I saw it yesterday online. Just a lot of women are dressing up and they're like tying belts around pillows and stuff. They're just being funny, obviously, but.
Why would you do that? You know what? That must mean that they feel like when they're in their normal clothes, they don't feel like a pillow is stuffed down their pants. I've been in fashion since about the 9th grade. Okay? But honest to God, I mean, when you get your hair colored, it also gives your hair some body that it doesn't normally have. And as y'all can see, my hair, it's not been colored in quite a while, but also it doesn't have any body or anything. And when I curl it, this is what happens. I used a curling iron.
You went old school.
Oh, I did go old school.
You didn't go rollers?
No, but you know what I did do? I took the top right here and I did it in a roll back and then I clipped it so it would stay. And then I did a roll behind it and I clipped it just like my granny used to do. And this is what happens. So vote for me in 2020. Vote for Radke in 2020. I'm going to be a submissive, quiet, dainty wife that's going to help decorate the White House and support my man. Could y'all imagine?
That
makes me want to mess my hair up.
A long time ago, I actually thought I would enjoy being in politics, and then I realized.
Okay, first of all, don't talk. I have something to say. I have always thought that David would be great in politics. I think David, y'all don't see David from the perspective that I see him all the time, but his friends can tell you, stop, David. When I'm talking, don't do that. But I think David is very well spoken. He's extremely diplomatic. A lot of people would not even know, unless they're like uber close to David, how he votes, because David really does tend to he kind of walks a little on there. He's kind of a little radical. And I think he would be so well spoken, but he doesn't, and he's an attorney and everything, but he doesn't want to do it because he thinks that I would get in the way. Stop when I'm talking. Don't lick me. Now, how could y'all possibly think that I would do that? Now you can talk.
I think that's a perfect example of why I could never run for office.
You can't. You could.
I would be at the national convention. Which national convention?
That's right. You don't know.
I tell you, I would actually.
You don't know.
Do you know how good at politics I would be?
So good.
I would be at both conventions.
I don't know why I found that funny. The other day we had to take a quiz. There was this quiz going around Facebook, and some of my friends were taking it, and it was like you answer all these questions, and so I wanted to do one, right? So I asked my cousin Meredith. I said, "Okay, I'm going to ask you these questions, and you tell me how you would answer." And it said, "I am attracted to a man with," and it said, "money, brains, looks, humor, and power." And Meredith said, "Oh, there's not even a question. Power. 100% power." And I said, "Over brains and humor?" She said, "Absolutely, Melissa. You've always liked the men in charge." And I have. And that's why when my dad told you several years ago that you should run for senator or something, that you should have listened to him, because you would be so sexy doing it. No, don't do that in front of the camera. I'm starting to see how it would be a problem.
Did you just touch his mouth? COVID-19.
Well, Matt, in all fairness, I've touched a lot more than his mouth. You know what I'm saying? Oh, I don't know how to do a drum roll. You do it, David. Matt, in all... Okay.
Where did that come from? Speaking of...
Hi, Kokomo, Indiana. Jessica, I'm so glad you're here. Hey, by the way, if you're here and you're watching for the very first time, let us know. Welcome to Hot Topic Tuesday with the Radkes.
Hot Topics.
Hot Topic. You're not on the note. You're a little bit under it.
I'm trying to help us with
Hot Topic.
I'm trying to help us with copyright infringement.
Okay, got it. So it's Hot Topic Tuesday and...
Hot Topic.
Can you please just do it again and do it? Hot Topic. Can you please do that? It's going to drive me crazy.
Hot Topic.
Hot Topic. You're not
Hot
on it.
Topic.
Oh my God.
Hot Topic.
This is why I can't run for anything. Because I would write a speech, because I'm an incredible writer, and I'd be like, "Fire your speech writer, I got this." And then he would read it, and I would be like, "I'm sorry, can we start over?"
You put the wrong...
emphasis on the wrong syllable. Okay. Anyway, if you're watching for the first time, let us know. We are so glad that you're here. And if you're watching and you're like, "But what is this? What is going on?"
If you find out...
Tell them, Amy Roberry.
If you find out, please let us know. This is Rise and Radke. Every weekday morning we get on here and
First time from Australia, Melinda Braddock. You caught us on a great morning. Welcome from Australia. I'm going to tell you right now.
Yesterday wasn't so good. No, this is a good one today.
It's a good one. It's a good one. We got a lot planned.
Did you plan something?
It's going to be a bad day for you to watch Melinda. Why don't you tune out and come back tomorrow? Hey, speaking of tomorrow is We're Here For You Wednesday. We are taking your questions now. We already have questions coming in. We're taking your questions now. Okay, somebody just said stick to being pretty, David. Excuse me? Yes, I will say you actually do look much better this morning than I do. But I look like your local librarian, so there you go. Anyway, you can email me at melissaradke.com and let me know what your questions are. Imagine it's kind of like People's Court, but for y'all and with us.
I don't remember that one.
I don't either. But anyway, so whatever your questions are, if you're having a spat with your love, if you are in the middle of trying to figure out something for your kiddos, if you can't figure out why your mother-in-law keeps doing XYZ, just email that to us and we take your burdens and we put them up on our shoulders. Okay? And then we make fun of them a little bit.
We might possibly even be slightly judgmental.
And then we hand them back to you. And that's really what it's about. Okay? So that's We're Here For You Wednesdays. But today is Hot Topic Tuesday. And David definitely has a hot topic because I don't even know what you're talking about. But every Tuesday.
That's how hot it is.
I'm sure they will know. I didn't know. But every Tuesday I say, "David, it's Hot Topic Tuesday. Do you have your topic?" And he brings one and I bring one. But his is like serious. So do you want to go first?
Yeah, it was just we haven't talked about this, and with everything going on with COVID, we try to we've done Rise and Radke for goodness about 7 or 8 months now. We missed commemorating our 100th episode.
Our 100th episode. We would be in syndication. Did you know a show has to air 100 times before it can go into syndication? I read that.
So we'll get you on our 200th. and make a big deal about it. But,
Oh my goodness, their church is outdoors. Their church. Oh, Carrie. She says, my church is here and they're cutting down the trees that fell on our cars and our house in Chattanooga. During the tornadoes. Carrie, I'm so sorry. You know what? If you need anything at all, please email me, Melissa at Melissa Radke. I can get a gift card to somewhere specific for you. Whatever you want, Carrie. I'll help you out in any way I can, okay? I love you. I'm sorry that happened.
This is just such a crazy time. As if COVID isn't enough, there are a lot of storms, it seems, that are happening. And the things that we kind of forget is that life goes on too, like other health complications and those kind of things. And so we just try to, be a little bit silly and, just kind of get our mind off things. So this is somewhat related, so I'm kind of hesitant to talk about it too much, but I want to get your thoughts because I honestly haven't fully formulated my thoughts. So I wish I wrote down so I wouldn't forget exactly what it's called. Someone may be able to help me though. But they're doing, Apple and Google are looking they're working on contact tracing. That may be what they call it. So basically, your phone, my phone, if I'm closer than 6 feet to you for like a little bit, not like people passing on the street, but if I'm with you for a little bit, both of our
phones link up.
They kind of tag each other.
Okay.
Then, if I test positive for COVID, it sends like a message out to all the people that
I've been in
contact with.
Wow.
And they're just saying how this could help,
Why is this a bad thing?
Prevent it. My question is just far as, kind of the constitutional side of that. Sometimes in the effort of, we've done this in the past with wars. This is a war on healthcare. We give up some of our rights. And I'm just wondering, yes, I could see there's a benefit. But they're saying, the users of the phones, they have to opt into it. They have to agree to it.
So you can opt into it. You're not.
Right.
Okay.
But how effective is it going to be if really the majority of people aren't, that haven't opted into it? But it just seems like even if it's for this time, then have we opened a door that they can use that kind of information?
Okay, so a lot of people are commenting right now, and they're saying, a lot of people are saying, no, that is an invasion of privacy. Absolutely not. It's freaky. I don't like it. Back off. Okay. A couple are saying, I think it's actually a really awesome thing to be able and responsible to be able to share that information. But one person said, but wouldn't that be a HIPAA violation? And that's a great point.
I hadn't even thought of I guess if you're...
It would have to be the person with the COVID has agreed.
Yeah, if you'd have to agree to it first to share that. And I wish I knew more on this. There is some... because obviously they're aware that there could be pushback, and there are some privacy things in there that may, like when you get a message, it's probably not going to say David had COVID and you were close to him. I think it just says someone you were in contact with. So there's some of that. So I do see it could be, but it kind of, I'm kind of curious too, and I don't know as much about this, but with the antibody blood test, that some people have said that to get back to normal may be a required thing. So before people can go back to work, it's a required thing to see who is, still a potential to get it, that hasn't had it, that they don't have the antibodies and stuff like that. That should be another thing.
Charlie just had a quote, and the quote was, "If you give up freedom for a little safety, you deserve neither." Ben Franklin. I don't know if it was the Ben Franklin. I don't know if it's a Ben that he went to high school with. I don't know if he looked at my hair and thought,
is that Ben
Franklin? I don't know. But that was a great quote. And so people are like really divided on this. Now, we have one friend, Andrea, I think it was, Gariffi, and it's her very first time to ever watch us, and you're doing this.
Okay, sorry.
So stop it, David. When we say hot topics, we don't mean that ones that involve our country and our safety. We don't mean wars and politics and healthcare.
We mean women who are dressing up in pillows.
We mean we need to know why Demi Moore and Bruce Willis are quarantining together. That's
is
what
strange.
we're here for. That's mine, and we're going to get to it. But I do want to say this. Some people, people are kind of like divided about it. I will say this. There was this woman yesterday, and she shared this on Facebook. She said, she was cute as could be, and she just said, hey, I just wanted you to know, and she's from our area, she's from Hudson, and she said, I have tested positive for COVID. My name is da-da-da-da-da, and I have tested positive for COVID. This is where I work. She put her place of employment. And she said, if you have been in the grocery store with me, if you have seen me out and we've waved or talked to each other, I want everybody that has come in contact with me to be aware. Now, she looked pretty young. I don't remember her name. She looked pretty young. And I thought, that's kind of a mature way to handle that. I think that's a really responsible and mature way to handle that. Like, I was really proud of that.
And that's 100% her choice. And it was just kind of a one-time thing. So
yeah, anyway. People are saying they could override the opt-in. Okay, they could override it. You don't have to do it.
At
what about the vaccine? Like, they're saying there's going to be a vaccine. I have a question. Now, y'all, I'm going to be honest. You know, y'all love me. You follow me, but you don't follow me because of my scientific brain. No, we all know that. What? No, you follow me because I'm a sex symbol. And I feel like it's okay to say, what did you just do? You follow me for my sex appeal, for my sexy times. And I get that and you get that, okay? Here's the deal.
For your little Barbara Bush fetish.
Thank you. It's actually more Laura Bush. Barbara was able to get her in some big roles. Okay, anyway. If you create a vaccine, shouldn't you try that vaccine and then give that vaccine like 8 years to see if you get any kind of third toe, like third nipple or 13th toe? Like if it makes hair grow everywhere. Shouldn't we like give that some time? But people are saying that there's going to be a vaccine, and I'm saying, no, we haven't tested that out yet.
Did you try that?
David, I've got an area right there. I'm taking care of it. Stop it. I have not had the vaccine.
She speaks from personal experience.
How do you rush? That was a great question. How do you rush a vaccine? I don't understand. Somebody please tell me. I'm not asking to stir anything up, though it will. I'm asking because I really don't understand that.
I don't know. It's too medical for me.
Well, but what are we going to say? Just stand in line like sheep and say it's too medical for me while they just paralyze us and then send us through the meat grinder? It was too medical. Remy and Ryko, get in line. It was too medical for us.
No, it's too medical for my discussion. One, I would prefer to wait as long as possible, and then I would have to seek counsel of medical people that I know and trust and get their insight.
Laura Reed just said, what about the 11th and 12th toe, Melissa? What about the 11th and 12th toe?
Those
well,
were on
Laura,
previous vaccines.
How do you know I don't have an 11th and 12th toe? Maybe you just outed me. I don't. I actually have really sexy feet. Remember that friend of yours when we went to Six Flags and you told me you wanted to suck my toes?
At Six Flags? Of all places to suck toes, that's the worst.
I looked at you in line and I went like this to you in line. And you went like this. Anybody want some Coke? You didn't even pay attention. And a friend of yours literally said, your toes are very sexy. I would not mind sucking on those.
Who was that?
David! You don't remember? David! I swear, when anybody makes a pass at me, which is usually and often all the time, you never hear it or you never notice. That doesn't happen a lot. But that really did happen. Remember him?
Mm-hmm.
David, it did. He was the one who also said, I want to sit behind Melissa on the bog ride. Now you tell me what that means.
And you weren't even at Six Flags.
He probably thought I would just keep him from the water with my broad shoulders. Okay, why were you wearing sandals at Six Flags? First of all, I was wearing flip-flops, okay?
Oh, that's even worse.
David, you and I were married in 1994. This was 1993. People were wearing flip-flops, okay? That's not the point. Back to the vaccine. Y'all don't have an 11th and 12th toe. No, we don't. But we could end up with one if we get this vaccine, y'all. We could.
Okay, let's go. Rise and Radke is to distract you from your day where you feel better about yourself because you look at us and go, at least we're not them.
Okay, who is the person? I'm going to have to go back and see. Mallory Haney. She just won comment of the day because she said, what did she say? She said that's toe up. I would say David should have towed him up, but did he? No, he didn't. You literally said, "Does anybody want a Coke? I'm going to get one," and left me with the toe sucker in line.
I was trying to make it like
he would constantly look at me and go like this. What were they doing? Silence of the Lambs. Okay.
I was trying to make it a trifecta. You got a compliment. I was going to get you a Coke, and I was going to see if they had a churro. So it would have been like a perfect trifecta.
You know I love the churros. Okay, anyway.
Okay, we got to get off this. This is not what Rise and Radke's
Where are your earrings? Are you talking to me or David? David had one, by the way. David Radke had an earring!
And would you like to tell them why I had an earring? Because
David had one! Because when we got married in the 90s, I loved New Kids on the Block and NSYNC so much.
She would not.
And I made him get an earring. And he did it!
She would not. She would not let up.
I also frosted his tips. I know that sounds dirty. I'm talking about his hair. And he let me. David, you walked around looking like Lance Bass for a year.
What was I going to say? That was actually one of the biggest fights.
And you want to be our congressman.
That was actually one of our biggest fights when you did my hair.
Why? Because I had to pull it through that cap, and you were like, "This hurts."
No, because I think you're supposed to put the holes in the cap first, and what you would do is push until it finally went through. So you continually kept stabbing me in the head.
You're not supposed to put holes in the cap first. I distinctly remember this fight, ladies. Okay.
Why didn't you go? That was good.
Okay, ladies. What is it? What does it go after that?
I don't know.
Okay, we're ADD this morning. I'll try to find some pictures. Okay, I will try to find some pictures. Anyway, I burnt his. My boyfriend, now husband, let me frost his hair, and I burned his scalp. I didn't burn his scalp. It actually looked pretty good if you liked boy bands, but we're a grown man.
I wasn't a grown man 20 years ago.
You weren't. You were like 21, 22. But anyway, it looked pretty good for the time. He had his hair tipped and he had an earring. I can't believe I talked you into that.
Do you remember when you made me, I can't remember what it was called, but do you remember when you made me grow
I was going to say that. So here's the thing. So David grew his, back in the 90s, this was popular. What do you call that?
Goatee.
Just a goatee, right? But when it grew out, it was red. His beard is red too. I've now come to love it. But at first I thought, that is weird. You can't have dark hair up here and a red goatee. That's just weird. So I brought him home some color and I made him put in Just for Men. And y'all, I kid you not.
It was jet.
I kid you not. It was this color right here. It was that black.
I mean, much darker than my hair.
It was so black. It was purple. I mean, it was the weirdest thing. I wish you could have seen him lose his temper in the house. He was furious. Okay, Lisa Morrissey, I'm glad you're laughing at David's expense. Okay, my topic is not vaccine related, although what's going on with that? I don't know. That's weird to me. And it's not Apple gonna track us related. It's seriously, why is Demi Moore and Bruce Willis, he's married, y'all. He is married. And he literally, like his wife even wrote on Instagram, yes, they decided that they would quarantine together with their kids. No! And she wrote, like, they posted a family picture of them all wearing green and white striped pajamas, him and Demi Moore and their girls husbands and boyfriends. And they're all quarantined together. And the wife even wrote, miss you so much. Can't wait for you to be back home. And I don't understand that. Now, granted, Hollywood does a lot of things I don't understand necessarily. And also, I'm kind of to each his own. But that's, why didn't they invite her? Why didn't they invite her?
But why would you, I mean, let's just be real for a second. The quarantine can be kind of stressful, you know?
Damon Oates just said Maria in Mexico wouldn't have made you do all that. What if Maria from Monterey is watching?
Monterey.
The lady from Monterey wrote a sexy letter to David. I'm covering you up. Oh. Your body. These are your good parts. A lady wrote in a couple of weeks ago, you guys, and wrote a sexy letter to my husband. She did. She's probably on here. but she doesn't ever comment now because we ran her off. David just imagined that she looked like Gloria from Modern Family. Let me tell you something. All the women in Monterey do not look like Gloria. If they do, we're going to burn that town down. Okay, so anyway, what were you going to say about them?
That's just weird. I mean, like, there are marriages that are teetering on the brink because of being in quarantine. Why would you go to an ex that you already couldn't live with?
Why didn't I get that option?
In regular.
Why do I have to be quarantined with him? Why couldn't I have gone to one of my exes and been quarantined with them? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you're going to get a choice, please don't.
Well, I say anything.
Please don't do that.
What?
Please don't make that face.
I didn't say anything.
So, what were you going to say?
Nothing.
I don't have any exes. David was my first boyfriend.
You had a couple.
I did not. They didn't know. Everyone you name, I once told you was my boyfriend, but they never knew it. It had never been agreed upon. Mainly by them.
You have imaginary friends.
But look what they're missing now. They want to run their fingers all through my first lady hair. All right. Anyway, that was my big hot topic. That and also a hen house in Texas. Like it's a real live Instagram feed. It's a little hen house, and they post on Instagram, and they're called the best little hen house in Texas. And they post adorable pics all the time of the chickens and the little roosters and the little chicks that grow up to be something. And Martha Stewart commented on it the other day on their picture, and it made absolutely no sense. It was like, be sure that you space LL space what can space when they're warm I can't space chicken emoji. It made absolutely no sense, and it was up for hours until Martha Stewart finally came back and said, "What a mess, I was drinking."
Oh, I was going to say, she was drinking.
That's what she said. She said, "What a mess. I'm sorry, I was drinking." It was like, it had been posted at like 10:14 a.m.
I guess you got to... Here's the thing. That would have probably made national news. People would have condemned her and shunned her. But because we're in quarantine, everybody's like, yep, I see that.
You do you, Martha. I mean, not all you, because the first you went to prison, but you do the second you.
Elizabeth said that's Snoop's influence on
I was going to say, how could we blame her? How could we? And was it even drinking? She hangs out with Snoop Dogg all the time.
She might have not even intended to. It might have been secondhand smoke.
Mm-hmm. Kathy White says, how do we even know it was really Martha Stewart? Well, Kathy, I'm just going to ask you. If you were going to get online and you were going to take the persona of anybody, okay, anybody famous, would you pick Martha Stewart? I wouldn't.
You wouldn't. I think you'd pick her.
No. Stop.
Because everybody knows that she posts nonsense.
Okay, that's it for us today. See how sweet Hot Topic Tuesday is. It's just like we bat up the serious things and also the lightweights because we can handle that. Okay.
Hot Topic.
Oh my gosh, Julie Haley! It's her first time watching. Let's give her a pep talk. You know what, Julie? You got this.
Come on,
you can
Julie.
do this. We believe in you, Julie. You are it. You've got it, Julie. That's what we do to our first. Ooh. Oh, okay. David, I'm going to make you frost your tips and pierce your ears again if you keep dancing like that.
I made up a dance yesterday. I can't remember.
The crimping. Okay, bye. We love you guys so much. Hope you have a wonderful Tuesday. Hope your day is as beautiful as ours is. And I'm going to get to work after this. I'm going to put up a tutorial Tuesday today on a dessert that I made this weekend that my family absolutely loved. And it's simple as can be. You probably have it yourself. But if not, tune into that. And I will see you later. Love you guys. See you tomorrow. Send us your questions for We're Here For You Wednesday. David, tell them.
We will fix you.
David, tell them.
We can't fix this.
David, tell them.
But we can fix you.
David, tell them one more time.
Melissa at melissaradke.com.
Okay, bye.
See ya.